exciting times. Exciting times for two reasons. In-game, obviously. But also, Frontier would dropped a nice little graphic on their Twitter account at the end of the last week, which just had F1 Manager 2024 and then a date beneath it. That date was either tomorrow, if you are European, or December, if you are American. And was an abject lesson in why you don't just do number date formats on cryptic posts. You actually do need to do them in day, month, year format, because Americans ruin everything. But yes, well, and this is out of a US or UE based company. Well, I think they're EU. But my instinct is that we will get some kind of confirmation announcement and maybe a first sneak peek or a reveal that we're going to get some dev diary equivalents over the next couple of months, probably leading up to a launch sometime in June, July, as that's when they released the last one. So yeah, we will see. But yeah, it means today is the day to start speculating about what we reckon they might have added. I think we can assume it'll be the same game engine, but one would hope they've managed to squeeze in some more functionality. They used to be next door to me in the Cambridge Science Park, but I think they've moved since. We'll track them down again and tell them that they need to give us some kind of exclusive insight into things, because we deserve it. Right, but shall we do some gaming, people? Cats are being chaotic around in various places, so I may have to go and deal with them at some point. They're mostly objecting to the fact that I've been out of the house at meetings all day. But we will see. Right. How are we doing? Well, in race terms, we are, of course, coming up to the Singapore Grand Prix. We should get through at least Singapore and Budapest, I'd have thought, today. And then probably it'll be Canada and Monte Carlo next Monday before I go away. But we will see. I would hope in the next version that they at least had the F1 Academy drivers in there. I would fucking hope. At least represented in game, but we will see. But yeah, in terms of standings, it is tight at the top. We hold a narrow lead over Williams in second place in the constructors, with Merck and Alpine running up. The drivers' championship is way tighter than it looks. Yes, Liz is out front at the moment, but that was mostly because Jack had a mare last race. And if you look back here, you can actually see that, like, look at the race wins. Like, we've got one race win for, I think we worked out that everyone down to 9th position currently has at least one race. Oh, no. Everyone apart from Jack and Liam have at least one race win. And they've got 3 podiums between them and are therefore in 3rd and 4th. That's how absolutely close it is in this season. But we'll see how we go. How do the championships looking? Well, nice to see someone at the top there. Michiko Sakurai. Or Sakurai. Sitting there at the top of the F2 championships. And Andrea Lau sitting at the top of the F3 championships. Chat, could we be on? Could you imagine if there was a season where you had a female champion in every single category? Sakurai. There you go. Sakurai. Yeah. Laura is one of our Cardassian clones, by the look of it, yes. Because everyone knows that in real life, women only have like 4 different faces. Fact. Willoughby Fluid still has the greatest regen name of any game ever. Let's be honest. Like, that is the greatest regen ever. if we were carrying on with this save, I would absolutely be saying that we should be winning something with Willoughby Fluid. We just should. Because that is a name. Like, we would assemble a team of the stupidest names in F1. Regens, and try and win something with them. But anyway, shall we do some racing? So, cars, car part dev, we are on research for things. We have manufactured some things. We probably can put some things on cars. But let's go into our race weekend and then worry about it there. So, first things first, do we have performance targets set up? We do not. We will go with reach Q3 and Q2. Finish position 8th or above. That's all fine. Save. Save. Bobson Dugnut. Yeah, that would be there. Bobson Dugnut was the Japanese baseball game name. Nadir Mikhail is very Gorbachev, yep.
In the Republic of Singapore. The Marina Bay Street set.
We are off to the Marina Bay. Of course, it is raining in the race because Rope Trick hates us. Rope Trick is determined to make sure we don't win this season. Right. Let's get some car stats, shall we? Right, we are in Singapore, which means we are looking at 8, 15, 8.2, 2.75, and 1. The run plan will be 21 laps, 22 laps. It will be that. Car parts. All good. All good. All good. All good. Are we really running that way around? I feel like we should be running that the other way around. Less performance than the other one. Doesn't feel right. I suppose we go a bit more low speed cornering, a bit more engine cooling. Suspension. Run that. We've got 2 newer suspensions. We might move car 2 onto the new suspension. ERS is fine. Gearbox. I mean, they're both practice gearboxes at this point, really. It doesn't really matter which one we run on. Car parts. So suspension, we were going to go up a suspension, weren't we? So we'll go up a suspension on car 2. Engine down to that one. ERS down to that one. Gearbox down to that one. Run plan up to 22. Car setup is an 8, a 15.5, 8.2, and a 2.75. Got to 1. Driving options. Save. Go. Go and go. Don't hit anyone, please. Don't hit anyone, please. Come on, ladies, give me some numbers. Definitely enjoying the graphics a bit. Like, there is a little bit of a difference between what we were running on before. Not huge, but a little bit. Oliver Behrman in the Ferrari now looks normal. Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, is that a Williams? I think that's a Williams, isn't it? Yeah, it's Doohan. Yeah, seeing Behrman get behind the wheel over the weekend was like, hey, look, it's one of our boys. One of our boys did good. But do we not get to see the accident? Can you not, like, show us what happened between Montoya and Doohan? Because it's clearly a good one. Screw you, game. Like, how very dare you not show me the good accident? It's outrageousness to not show me the good accident. You're not going to give me any kind of vocal commands? We're just not doing that today? We're just not doing alerts? Okay, how your tyres are doing, Kikuchi. You can tell me how your fucking car's doing. How about we consider doing that for a radical idea? 79 is nowhere near good enough. Nowhere near good enough. Okay, so you need to be a great, a great, a great, a good, a good. So it's 15. Move us to 7.3. Probably drop to 0.9. So we'll try that. Run to the end, please. Kikuchi, 86, which is better. Which is a good, a great, a great, a great, and a great. 6.5. 2.85. 9.5. On to the end. Go. Gonna get buffering. Yeah, don't envy you that. Yeah, I was quite pleased for Behrman. He did all right. A lot of pressure, and he did all right. Well, I say a lot of pressure, not really a lot of pressure. You're driving a Ferrari. Everyone expects you to fuck it up. I am intrigued to see what changes they will make this year in F1 Manager 24. Like, I don't think we'll see any vast changes, but they need to do something. Some of the things we've done independently, the ability to change track order or random track orders between seasons, custom teams is just such an obvious one. They're not going to do it. I guarantee they're not going to do it. But it's just such a no-brainer. It would increase the life of the game for streamers especially. No end if people could just do custom team designs. I still think they're missing a trick with DLC by not going full FIFA and going like releasable driver packs. So you go like, okay, for $3.99 you can do a season with classic drivers. No, you can play with a classic driver pack. So you've got Senna, you've got Damon Hill, you've got all of those kind of things. People will pay for that. I will fucking pay for that. I'm not going to pay to be able to re-race Singapore or something like that, but you turn around and give me the ability to download historic drivers, and I'm doing it. How much do you think the game design is limited by F1 licensing rules? Well, that's the thing, is we just don't know, do we? At the very least, making it mod-friendly would help, but again, you just don't know how much they're limited by that. Custom team mode, you can create a custom team, set up the sponsorship backing and engine supply, and then the game tells you F1 know it new. Yeah, see, that would be the realistic custom team mode. 93, 91, that'll do. That's good. We got setups. We got setups. I mean, the absolute killer would be, yeah, do F2 and F3, include them as playable, and also just make it so that you can have a rule change that allows for promotion and demotion, which isn't historic, but again, from a streamer perspective, I'm going to start as an F3 team and take them all the way up, you know. And the more streamers are playing your game, the more fun it looks, and the more fun it looks, the more people are going to buy it.
Well, it's nearly time for qualifying.
Like right now, their streamer problem is, with the exception of me doing stuff like this, your average streamer is going to stream it for 3 seasons, win everything with a McLaren, and then go, well, I've done now, I'll move on. Oh, this is a fucking sprint. Damn you, Rope Trick. On the plus side, at least we got good setups before that kicked in, so that's good. So we just scraped into the high categories, so it could be worse. Do we go on that ERS? You could probably get away with it. No. I think we run her on that gearbox. She doesn't need all her gears. It's fine. It's her own fault that gearbox is ragged anyway. She did crash the car. Right, quali. Let's do this. Everything bad that happens now is Rope Trick fault. Yep, absolutely. But yeah, I do wonder how much they're limited by the license, because I can imagine F1 are a bit brutal with their licensing. Go. Go on, ladies. Everyone's going to come out now just to fuck with me. We'll get a clean run at least. Don't know on those times. Hard to tell. Okay, Liz will be alright. Not sure on Kikuchi. I think we're going to put her out again. Be nice to get her to the Q2 at least. Liz will be alright. There we go. Rope Trick is now the RNG, yep. He's basically like who's the developer that it turns out is doing all of the wargaming decisions on Helldivers. Jeff. Is it Jeff? Rope Trick is the Jeff of F1 Manager. Alright, well, we're through. Not the best times, but they were running on the low grip section, so. Joel. There you go. They're both through, that's the main thing. So, Liz goes on useds. Kikuchi's got to go on fresh. Let's see how we go. Hello, you. How you doing, buddy? You been out? You being performative to make sure I know you've been out? I have a Napoleon lurking on the windowsill. Alright. Kikuchi's probably going to need to go out again. I think Liz will get through on that. She should get cleanish run though. Ooh, maybe scrapes through, maybe not. We'll see. Probably not. Yeah, she's out. Liz is through, that's the main thing. How you doing, buddy? You're not talking to me. Right, fresh tyres. Go. Get everyone out, please. Right, nobody else come out. Might be alright. That's decent. That's faster than the last time. Why would you want a Yugo when a Cybertruck can't be cut through if it enters water? I know, not you know. It's obviously the way I want to go. I'm one of Elon's monstrosities. Now we might as well send her out again. I'm not going to use these tyres again. It might get in the way of someone. We might be able to do a bit of K-magging. She wasn't faster. Paid for these tyres, exactly. Now, will we get pole here? Pole in Singapore would be nice. I mean, obviously it's the sprint, but... Oh yeah, post share coming through in the end, though. It's definitely up there with billionaire deaths avoidable with decent regulation, though. It's up there with the... who was the guy who segwayed himself off a cliff? Now, we don't want to send them out because they are on race parts. So, go out. Come back. Now, there's a hell of an advert for his product, segwaying himself off a cliff. That's like dedication as CEO. But yeah, so I think if I was ranking lists of features I'd love to see, custom team mode is highest. Then season-on-season variation, so that you can do stuff like that. I'd like to see a more active driver market. So what you don't really get at the moment is if a driver has a bad season, the team isn't going to drop them. Drivers only move at the end of their contracts. I'd like that to be more dynamic. Like, you can get fired as a team boss if you don't hit your targets. I'd like it so that drivers had targets and they could get fired based on that. And I'd like to see historic DLCs. I think that would make a huge difference. And engine manufacturer variation. And then just a bit more sort of variance roleplay type event things. Which of those we will get? Probably none of them. I'd also like the game to actively support modding. But again, I suspect that is something I do suspect the F1 licensing rules have prevented. But you never know, they might YOLO this on the basis that they're likely not going to make another one unless this is a huge success. They might just gamble on going all out and seeing what happens. And if F1 don't renew with them, well, there's no skin off their nose if they've tried and failed. Your PA is looking especially lovely, do you make a move? And yeah, full Christian Horner, you know. If you pick Alpine, they should also evaluate you against a target every race. Yeah. Yeah, and obviously, if you're it should basically be impossible to fire Lance Stroll. But I think one thing that they modelled really nicely and the other thing I really would like to see is just F2, F3, and then promotion relegation as a sort of faked-in option. And that would allow you to do things like, one of the real fun things in motorsport was like early on when you're just utterly reliant on having some kind of paid driver in. So yeah, some pay drivers. That should be a DLC. I mean, hell, that's another thing they could do, even if they don't want to do custom teams. Fucking retro team DLCs. Like, just give me the ability to download to download and play as Andrea Moda. Like, just let me do that. Like Lotus Team download, you know, those kind of things. Now, obviously, you've then got the issue of licensing. Fair play, but then just do them as slightly modified versions of them. Don't do them as the actual thing. Basically, so many things they could do to just add a bit more life beyond. Because I do think the problem the game has at the moment is unless you're going to get into the modding side of it, you're basically bound by the fact that you can't... You're going to play 3 seasons and get bored. Or just have a button that allows you to randomize the grid. Like, just completely randomize who's driving for who and what contracts they have. And which car performances. Like, randomize part start levels. Andrea Moda DLC should be pretty easy given the livery was just black. Yeah, and if you the Andrea Moda DLC should also mean that you never have anywhere near enough tires for the race, and one of your events should occasionally be that all of your trucks are stuck behind French French farmers in a strike.
Well, the excitement level.
Right, sprint time. Can we do that on softs? We can. Yeah. YOLO. Under fuel bar lap. I always thought that was one thing that the F1 racing game does quite well when I used to enjoy watching Zidane playing it. Was things like where you'd had the historic ones of like, okay, you're in this Williams in this situation, now do it. Like, do season downloads. Like, okay, you can start this as the 1992 season of F1.
Let's get underway. It's the Singapore Sprint. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Liz, try and stay in front, but we're not that fast, really. Kikuchi, don't crash. Who's on what? Hards? Okay. Ragging hards. Few on mediums. Be alright. See how it goes. Yeah, I mean, you can always go with the old Sensi Soccer approach of just slightly changing the names of everything. So, you know, it's Mikkel Blumacher. And then if you're really doing it smart, all you actually do is you just give players the ability to edit names. That's interesting. Postshare is definitely going for absolutely ragging a set of hards. Presumably will pay off for him later in the race. But as long as he can just keep DRSing us in contact, we'll be fine. That's a big gap. There must have been an incident there. We're not shedding fuel fast enough either. Right, we need to shed some fuel. Run on conserve for a bit, please, ladies. Pocher and Richter just DRSing the shit out of each other at the front, though. Right, we should be fine on fuel now, I think. Look, hell, give me the download pack that's just at best anime drivers. Does it mean we're not getting any fucking overtake notifications here? And apparently we've just crashed out. Something's wrong here. We're not getting any alerts at all.
Oh, we've had a crash.
Like, we weren't getting any overtakes there.
Let's watch these cars as they head into turn 10. Clearly unable to take evasive action, and they'll have to pick themselves
I mean,
up.
we're going to reload that, but like, I might restart the game because I don't think we're getting all of our replay notifications. Definitely think we're on the right tyre choice. I might not do the fuel thing. Let's try running full weight. But we should have been getting loads of overtake notices every single time one of those DRS overtakes went.
Let's get underway. It's the Singapore Sprint. It's lights out and away we go.
No, I mean, I wouldn't expect there to be a new patch, to be honest. Not at this point in the game's development. Oh, they are clearly focused on the new one. Like, first time Poucher passes, I would expect to get... like there. Oh, fuck off, game.
And we've got an incident here, and that's trouble for the Red
The game's just taunting me now. It's like, I'm going to give you a replay, but it's going to be of your own car crashing.
tries to get by. And the impact.
I don't know what it is about the last patch they did for this, but it does seem to just screw us.
It's the
That's good to know.
Sprint.
Also, Singapore Sprint is definitely a sex move.
Away we go.
Singapore Sprint is 100% a sex move. Like, where's my overtake notice? Why am I not getting game notices now? Yeah, I don't see any differences in here. Apply settings. Place licensed music. Like, where's my passing thing? We run it on 8 speed? Because that's going to substantially remove my enjoyment of the game if we can't just sit there and watch some race highlights. Right, has anyone else reported this as a bug? Definitely working last time we played. Doesn't really help when they call an entire mode replay. Yeah, like we've got no in-game, we've got no in-game incident reporting. Like we're not getting anything from the drivers. Yeah, I mean, I can restart the computer. I don't really want to restart the computer. And we definitely made the right tyre choice. Post-share pushing at the end here. Balanced, deploy. Aggressive, deploy, balanced. Like, it's not helpful when we've led the whole race. I'm not seeing anyone reporting that this is now an issue. She should be able to drop back to standard now. Don't blow up, Kikuchi. Suspect she won't hold him off. Yeah, I didn't think she would.
The Alpha Tauri picks up the win in the sprint.
Well, we did get that replay.
And a really good drive from the Alpha Tauri.
I mean, maybe it's fixed and they just weren't...
That was a fantastic effort.
No, but we had like loads of passes on Kikuchi. And we didn't get any replays for any of them. Maybe it's a sprint thing. Maybe. Let's see how it goes in the race. I really don't want to have to restart the whole fucking machine just to try and get some stuff back. I mean, I can restart my machine very quickly, but it's still going to be inconvenient from a streaming perspective. Doesn't exactly help with the stream.
And what a sprint
Good win, though.
for the Alpha Tauri driver. Here we are, folks. We're back for another day of scintillating F1 action.
We get a cameo appearance for Cecilia pressing the button. I assume she's napping somewhere. Right, the weather. So we've got a burst of rain in the middle there. So that's going to be inters. So we basically have a period of inters and then dry until the end. So we're probably looking at inters at about that point. Softs to begin with. Doubt mediums will last. Be coming on to mediums about there. Yeah, you're never doing that on mediums. Hards we should, though. Oof, just. Kikuchi can't do that. The question becomes, if you're doing that, so that's looking at 8 and 28 roughly. So you're looking at lap 8. Coming in on lap 28. Your alternative is you go like that's your alt strategy. And that gets, theoretically, that's faster. So you could go Sims. I think we're going with a 3-stop. That said, we're not pushing unitors in that middle segment. Does that make a difference? Still faster. I think we're going Sims. Softs. Inters. I mean, if we get a safety car to pit on, or a virtual safety car, it's an even better strategy. Slight depends on where our on how accurate our rain prediction is as well. So we do need to watch that. We can definitely run 2 laps light on fuel. Gun it at the start. Because we'll make the fuel back on that inter period. Let's do it, ladies. Hopefully we get some race incidents now.
Final checks are being carried out on the grid, and it won't be long until we get underway. This could be an important race for the AlphaTauri driver.
They're on pole, and it's well deserved. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do.
This should certainly be a good one, folks.
Let's do it.
We're just moments away from the Singapore Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Like, I assume everyone's on the softs here. Strong sharp start from Pocher. Yeah, now show me.
And there's been quite a crash.
Oh, Barter. Oh! Lads.
And clearly they're not what everyone in the garage would have wanted to see.
Yeah, just parking up into another car for a bit. I mean, we dropped Dragovic already. There we go.
Right, we're at turn 14 here. It's certainly inviting. And up into 14th they go.
Nice. And drop her to aggressive. Like, I'll let them keep going at it, but let's not crash. I'm quite happy to be pulled around the track by Pocher. There we go.
Now the AlphaTauri involved here.
No overtake alerts you in sprints. Yeah, but I feel like we'd have noticed that before if that was the case. I mean,
And the AlphaTauri manages
I
to
do have
get
like
by.
500 hours in the game at this point. He's been ragging those.
Right then, you can take a look now. Now look, here we head into turn 2. They decide to give it a go.
Go on, Kikuchi.
And that puts them in 13th place now.
Is she going to hold it? I think she held it. Right, how are we looking on the weather? Yeah, getting there. Right, wet weather predicted, so we might as well bust the tyres. Oh, we almost... Yeah, we've dropped him. We have dropped him. Okay. Go back down to aggressive, because we still don't know when we're pitting here. But we have managed to drop Pochette. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Right, where's pit lane entry? Can anyone remember where pit lane entry is? Because it feels like it's an important thing to know right now. Right, we've just passed it. Kikuchi is just approaching it. And she is back here. So that's pit lane entry there then. Ooh, that's close. Bring Kikuchi in and give Liz one more lap. I feel like that's the optimal strat. Because there's not a lot of time between everyone. Essentially undercut with Kikuchi. YOLO. Now the question is whether Liz has bought herself enough time for a full stop here. I hope she has, but we'll see. I'm going to leave her on full burn on it. Box, box, box. He's made some time up. I think we might still come out in first. I think we might get away with this. It's going to be close. Box, box, box. Moment of truth. No rush. Go, 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 go. No, not quite. Not quite. Out in third. Could be worse, could be worse. Get out of the fucking way, Piastri. Get out of the way, the real racers are driving. This shitty little Aston Martin out the way. The grown-ups are trying to have a car race here. Now, the good news is this should sort out our fuel. Really? Okay, it's going to go up again. Castry, get out of the way, please. You are legitimately holding me back here. Burn them. You really see how we're not great in the wet here. Which is why if we lose this season, it's Rope Trick's fault. Ooh, who's out?
We've got a yellow flag here.
Oh, share. Please don't have hit us.
It's the Red Bull driver.
Oh!
Second, the impact's made. I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock. And while all that
We fucking walled him.
the garage could do nothing but watch on.
Oh! Liz! Liz, you centered the shit out of him. We didn't hit him. We gave him no room. He is going to be stewing about that. He's going to be stewing in the post-race interview. He's going to be banging on about how we didn't move over. He's not coming back from that. We moved over plenty, just not in the direction he wanted. Yeah, quite. That was some Senna Schumacher level nonchalant pass. How are we looking on weather? Yeah, so we're getting there. It's fine.
Now we should be able to take a look here. Now the Alpha Tauri involved here.
Proper
It's
pack
there
back
for the
here.
taking. And the Alpha Tauri manages to get by.
What happened?
Sex, there's been a crash. So let's take a look at the replay. Here we are then looking at turn 12.
Bonk!
There wasn't a lot that could be done to avoid crashing into the barrier. Now their confidence will have taken a hit with that.
Yeah, steering wheel, Piastri, steering wheel. Useful, very useful. Right, let's get off of burn tyres here, because this is our race to lose now. Let's get some, well, we'll get some fuel recovery anyway, because it's a virtual safety car. But let's just make sure. As we are coming to the end of the rain. I complain about realism, but that is kind of what Russell did last year. It is, isn't it? Did you see that? That reminds me actually of obviously Stroll going into the wall in the race, and then and his pit crew being like not knowing he'd gone into the wall, and being like, "Yeah, Lance, can you nurse at home?" And he's like, "I'm in the fucking wall." Right, we just need to run a straight race now. How the fuck has she caught up that quickly when there's no outrageous behaviour? She must be burning those tyres. She has no adaptability about 200. That's true. She is basically the best wet weather driver in the game. No! Oh, come on!
Oh dear, a crash! There's been a crash!
I feel like we have to accept that because ultimately... And we've missed the safety car pit. Because I was too fucking stunned by it all. Oh. We'll lose all our bonuses now. Right, well, we're gonna... She can get away with that on a medium. How is Pocher still in this race? We came back out in 13th, so... Oh, and we had a pit stop issue. Yeah, thanks, game. Chill, thanks. Gee, thanks, game. Miss a chance to blame Rope Trick. Oh, it's all Rope Trick's fault. The fact that we've had rain in every single fucking race this season. I assume everyone else is going hards. Yeah, there's a bunch on mediums. I'm not going to drop it down because their tyre curve isn't great, so... Problem is, unless some other people crash, he's really not going to finish higher than this.
And here we've got a yellow flag. Here we are then at turn 17. There's clear contact there.
Like, if you're going to crash, at least be in front of me when you do it. Yeah, she just doesn't have the skills, which is fair enough. She's young and coming through. This was the gamble we took. The only good thing is Duhan's back there and Poucher's back there. So Dragovic is going to pick up points on us. Sargent's going to pick up points. Kikuchi, if you're going to crash, if you can take out Duhan when you do it, that'd be good. I'm going to run a 1 lap long. Right, now come in for softs.
Something's happened. Looks like the Alpine. Right, we're taking the second corner.
Do you make different parts of different tracks? I usually just try to improve parts. Yeah, I just go with general improvement. I mean, if I was playing it on like the higher end difficulties, I'd micro it a lot more, but I just get bored if I was microing it to that level. Like, you can do that. You can play it that way. I just can't be asked.
There's been a crash. Let's see what happened there.
God, being at the front, being up at the front on this race is just absolute fucking poison.
Oh, that's a pretty big impact there.
Was that a blowout?
Though they come away from that unharmed.
That had to be a tyre blowout. Can't see now. Ugh, Poucher and Duhan back up in the points. So that's 4 drivers, including Liz, who went out from race leading position. It's going to screw all of our bonus payments, by the way. Which is annoying. Nothing we can do about it, though. We need 8th or above for that, and she's not even going to get points, so... Who's done what now? Sonoda's out. There's no point pitting again. That's free fucking pits for everyone.
Is that Yuki Tsunoda? Now we can see what
At least Pocher didn't benefit from it.
Yuki Tsunoda. Oh, and the car with a nasty crash into the barrier. That will have knocked their confidence, I'm sure.
Safety car in the lead, so will presumably crash. Yeah, I'd have thought so at this rate. That does Doohan a real favour. That's really annoying. We're losing points on all of our rivals here. Like, 12th isn't a bad position for her. And Pocher's not going to get any points here. Well, that was a shit race. That was not what we wanted.
That will definitely be a day to forget for the AlphaTauri.
Yeah, just a fucking bit. I mean, Tsunoda didn't get any points, so that is an advantage. Doohan only got 8. So the sprint at least does us... The sprint helped us. And we're clinging on in the constructors. Christ, thank God we won the sprint. Nice to see Sophie still outperforming Monty. I thought his development rate would have made him overtake her stats by now. Yeah, he's kind of tailed off a bit. Right, what's the damage? So not so much a car as just a pile of side plods and underfloor. Oh, wasn't that one of our good engines as well? Ugh. That car was legitimately shipped back to the factory in a box. Here's a bucket of car we need it to race again next week. Yeah, basically. Suspension is missing. We need to make some parts. Oh, that is just painful. That is a bonked engine. Gearboxes we should be okay on, I think. I'm going to have to run her on front wing too. Okay, what do we need? So it's low speed that we're losing stuff off big time. 63 days to the next one. So we're going to get, theoretically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 projects in. $42 divided by 8. Oh, better maths than me, work that one out. $5.25. Yeah, so we go 6. 56 divided by 8 is 6. So that finally turns out there was a reason I should have learned my multiplication tables, isn't it? Just massively showing up my inability to do maths here. No, it can't be 6. It would be 9 if it was 6, wouldn't it? Just under 7, basically. Not that fast on brake cooling. We'll go with that. Right, so we've got chassis and suspension underway. We absolutely need 2 of them. I mean, let's be honest. Here to a nap. This is clearly Rope Trick's fault. No, it's only Rope Trick's fault if you inexplicably spin round and crash into the wall as you're climbing the stairs. That's everything set up. Driver dev updates. Well, Liz's reactions got better. Some nice stat improvement on Kikuchi. That's good. Carol's coming along. Pit crew. Lads, just eat pizza. So that was rear wing. Big changes are, yeah, 30, 20, 10. So we're going 6, 7. Okay, don't really need that. Rather you put it into other things. Oh! Chat, we can sponsor Willoughby Fluid. I mean, I feel like we have to, don't we? Friend unlocked, yeah. Philip Broad's looking criminal. You can't be happy with that photo. I mean, I'd ask chat what we're going to do, but I think you all know that we're clicking that button. Low morale. Well, don't fucking slam yourself into the wall while leading a race then. No point crying to me. Didn't his dad already buy a team? I mean, you'd think. Right, can everyone try and not crash into the fucking walls this time, please?
Welcome to the beautiful Three Springs Valley, here in Hungary. You're joining us in Budapest for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Budapest was formerly 3 cities, and today they're all coming together to kick off what we hope.
Oh, hey, look. It's raining in the race. Thanks, Rope Trick. And we get heavy rain in qualifying. Nice. I don't think I control qualifying, he says, quietly ducking out that the race is absolutely his fault. Right. Let's get some slightly shittier parts. Right, she can stay on that. So car setup. Where are we? Budapest. We are in the Hungaroring. 9.5. 15. 2.8. 320. 7.5. Do me some laps. So you want to be on 9.5, 15, 2.8, 320. Not 0.75. Car parts. I mean, we are basically buying her a new engine at this point. Let's be honest here. Which is annoying, but we're going to have to do it. Look, it's 2034. The entire world should be a desert wasteland by this point. Goes on. Right, we are having Liz finish this and not have a RNG'd race, though. I'm not having a double DNF stream. Not for my own sanity, I'm not having a double DNF stream. Now, are we going to get some feedback this time? Or you're going to be just all radio silent again? No, we're getting feedback again now. That's good. $86. That can be better. So we're looking at a great, a great, a good, a great, and an optimal. That gives us a 10, 2.8, 2.95, 0.35. Run to the end. $91. I mean, it's kind of good enough. We do have an abundance of practice parts now, though. I feel like we might as well change it up. So that's a 2, 2, 2, 3, 1. It's just going down to 9. 9! 335. 0.8. Out you go. Go have fun. The Vela incident. Yeah, isn't that the one where basically South Africa and Israel were doing a bit of an illicit nuclear bomb test that the US picked up on satellites? Like that's the Vela incident I know about. Basically, South Africa and Israel almost certainly being sneaky, doing a bomb test. Because everyone forgets that South Africa had a massively secret nuclear bomb development program, and they worked with Israel on a bunch of stuff. Which is fascinating. We tend to think of these things like you've always got these public results, and you just don't sometimes. Annoyingly, I think I didn't get her out in time. We're not going to get full feedback. It just sums up the stream today. But, you know, it is what it is. Well, the Cardassians say that Kikuchi's great, at least, so... Yeah, we're not quite going to get that 5th feedback in. It's my own fault. I didn't spot I hadn't sent her out. Celavi. Should be fine. That should be good. Hers is now 90. We can probably tweak that. She's on great optimal. 9.5, 0.25. Basically, we give it a full race. We'll practice. And I suspect her setup is going to be fine. Says great, so I'm going to call her in. That's a 96. I'm fine with a 96. There's no way those tyres give out after that amount of laps. But whatever, game. So Canada did not have a demonstrated nuclear capacity, and the other non-nuclear powers are playing a different treaty rule set. Yeah, I mean, it comes down to did you develop them as much as anything else. There's a difference between powers that developed nuclear weapons and powers that happen to inherit nuclear weapons. Fine on tyres, fine on tyres. Yeah, basically early GPS satellites doubled as nuclear detection satellites. They just didn't bother putting it into the newer stuff because there's no point. It was a bit of a 2-for-1. It's kind of like if you're going to send all the satellites up into the kind of orbit where they've got good coverage, you might as well actually just get the maximum use out of them. So it wasn't so much a GPS detected the unknown explosion for the Vela incident, it was that GPS satellites did with the auxiliary detection tech that they happened to carry at the time. I will call her in. I think she's done enough. So how did she look in the end? Yeah, that's alright. Driver prep 91, that'll do. We had dedicated bomber. I know Canada operated nuclear weapons. I'm just saying they didn't make nuclear weapons. There's a difference. It's essentially no different from the UK acquiring Trident. Still love the fact that the Navy essentially lucked into being Britain's nuclear deterrent because the Treasury killed our independent rocket program. Essentially, the Navy went from not having a seat at the table in nuclear terms to being the only people who could have a seat at the table in nuclear terms. Like, the Navy weren't even kind of thinking they'd won the battle. They were just like, oh yeah, well, the Air Force have got the nukes at the moment and rockets are going to get them going forward. But, you know, oh shit, we don't no longer have a intercontinental program, so we can't go domestic. So Guess we're getting Trident. Driver prep 86. Yeah, that's probably enough. Don't really want to send her out in the rain, so. Send them out for a lap and pull them back in. By the way, you're standard reminded in about a week's time I will be in Vienna for a bit and then I will be in Berlin for a bit. So it does mean no streams while I'm in those places. But also it does mean if anyone is in Vienna, Berlin or Kiel or Gothenburg and fancies meeting me for a pint at some point over the next between the 20th and the 20th of March and 1st of April, I will be around in those cities on various days. Wet weather predicted. The rain is creeping up. I wonder how heavy it's going to get. It's going to rain for the rest of the session, so probably, yeah, quite heavy. Going to hit wet. As in most things, Canada would have our own nukes if we weren't sitting next to the US. Yeah, but that's the thing, is like, you know, the actual arguments for having an independent nuclear deterrent, if you were the US's mate, weren't, or developing your own independent deterrent, aren't huge beyond national pride, which is basically why Britain tried it and had it briefly, and why France continued to do it. But whatever the strategic value of having Trident, the primary motivation for getting it wasn't that the Navy had won the political battle for nuke funding. They absolutely hadn't. They'd lost the battle for nuke funding. And they lost it primarily because they wanted to keep aircraft carriers. So if you go and look through the archives, a lot of the decision-making process is essentially the Treasury turning around to the Navy to begin with and going, look, you can either be the nuclear people, or you can continue to have fleet air arm and an independent and a bigger and more boats. And the Navy went, well, we quite like boats, so we'll have more boats, please. It's only really after the Treasury had then kind of killed off the ICBM program that you were kind of left in a situation where you kind of have to go, right, well, either we're buying more air-launched missiles, but that's not really the long-term solution to have it delivered by, you know, continue to have the Vulcan program forever, or we turn around and actually start just building nuclear missile subs, which we were good at. Be okay with scheduling a screening of the war game? Yeah, do it if I want. Doesn't bother me. Stream it to a channel. Could do that with a bunch of archive channels. Archive. There's a whole bunch of really interesting archive stuff on things like the Dewey line and that I could stream to that. Right, I think we're in a good place. Right, we're in our brackets, so that's good.
There's tension in the air today. So
Yeah, the Second World War was very good for Canada, just as it was for the US. People really don't realize how much Canada's industrial capacity contributed to World War II for Britain. Like from bomber building programs to truck building, really. A crazy percentage of cargo trucks on the Allied side in World War II are built by Canada. Like, Canada outproduces the US. Like, all the stuff that's going to Britain, to Soviet Union, it's not Ford fucking trucks, it's Canadian stuff. Like, the Canadians are the truck supplier to the Allies. It's insane how many trucks they make. Yeah, and you've got the Flower class corvettes. Yeah, the Canadian military pattern truck. Like the Flower class corvettes, the Lancashire bomber programs, the Lanc bombers that the US have earmarked for if they have to do a silver plate Lancaster, because they can't do the silver plate fucking fortresses for bombs. They would have been Canadian Lancasters. It wouldn't have been British Lancasters dropping the first atomic bombs. It would have been Canadian ones, flown by US pilots, but it would have been Canadian Lancs. Right, Q1. Engine in. Have a working gearbox. Have a functional ERS. Liz. Now, do we take the hit and give it a new engine now? I think we do. I'd rather take the grid penalty now, because then it means we're running Monaco with a good engine, and I'd quite like to win Monaco again. In which case we also want to run on the new ERS. Let's get our grid penalties out of the way. Go. Go. Gonna get rain, so get out and do a lap now. Clean run. Oh, Kikuchi. Jesus, woman. She might get another run in. Give it a go. It'll be close. Oh, she's fucked. She's going to hit traffic. No way that lap's any faster. Canadian divisions of Ford, GMC, Chevy, and Tominus and Chrysler made total over 800,000 CMP trucks. Exactly. Thing was fucking everywhere. There's no point going out, everyone. You're not going to set a better time. Right on that one. Alright, everyone's out. That's useful. Should get a clear run here. Oh, fuck off. We are not having a lot of luck this stream, are we? Right, we are getting a good race out of this. I am restarting it if she crashes or we have a really RNG'd shitty race. See what happens, basically. At least we spare our engine from another qualifying.
Well, there's nothing quite like...
Right, we need a big race from Liz here. Because we are coming from 19th on the grid. Oh, it's raining a whole race. Damn you, Rope Trick. That's inters maybe onto wets at the end. Wet's about there, I'd have thought. Which is doable. Stretch a set of inters. This is one we might restart if we get the strategy wrong. But theoretically we're going inters then wets. And it's dry to begin with, so... Like, are we just burning for a few laps? Assume we are. Like, I assume that's the actual strategy. Gents, you have a whole Discord channel for discussing history and nuclear policy. I'd say take it to there. Right. I think we burn for a couple of laps. This is the epitome of what the history channel is for. As in the history channel in my Discord. which you should all join if you're not a member of my Discord. Join my Discord for interesting chats. So probably about there. Yeah, like that's roughly what we're going to be doing, isn't it? I think this is going to rain all race. We can go down 3. Come out the gate burning. Let's do it. Come on, Liz, we need a big performance from you today.
There's a fantastic atmosphere. This is it.
Not going to get one, but we need one.
Hungarian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Yeah, everyone's burning softs. That's good.
Let's have a look.
Was that a double?
So here we go, heading into turn 1.
Oh!
There's the opening, and it's not just one place they've gained there.
Very nice. You go, girl.
There's a yellow flag now.
No. No. We're not doing that. No. Fuck off, game. I just want one race game. Now you've just ruined that wonderful overtake move that Liz pulled off to pass 3 cars in a row. Stupid game.
There's a fantastic atmosphere at the and here
Just
we
let me
go.
have nice things once, please, game. Game turns around and goes, nope. Yep.
And away we go. We've got a yellow flag here.
Oh. Yeah, it's recoverable. It's not the worst crash in the world, is it? What? What's going on back here? Oh, why are we on inters? Did I not save with the new strategy? That's annoying. Got to redo the strategy. Oh, it hasn't selected it, because why on earth would it actually select a strategy? Like, that would be helpful.
There's a fantastic atmosphere. This is it. The Hungarian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
I like that they lock this start and it's like pit win to enters. Oh, we don't get the triple Liz overtake this time. Right, here we go. In you come. Get onto the inters. Standard, balanced, balanced, standard, inters. Ooh, nice pit, guys. Cough, for once letting the fucking pizza crew Pizza crew stepped up for once. Good work, guys. I mean, to be fair, I think a double stacking screwed a bunch of people there as well.
Something's wrong with the front.
Oh, imagine getting double stacked and then having tyre issues on top of that. That's gonna hurt. Just imagine if we were any good in wet weather. Yeah, it's going to hover on the edge of wet for a while. Right, we're just not going to gain places off of this because she's just not a good enough wet weather driver.
Now this is what happened. Now the Alpha Tauri involved here. The opportunity begging to be taken. The points in touching distance now. They're 11th.
I mean, we could try and push her past.
Right then, we can take a look now. Right, let's have a look now. Around turn 3. The opportunity's there. And that's 10th place and up into the points.
Just don't want to do this for too long. Can she get past Bearman? Let's drop him down to standard. Let's cool him back down a bit. Come on, Liz.
Can they squeeze by?
We do have to be careful on the tyres now, though.
Up that takes them to 7th place.
Because we need this tyre to last until we go wets.
Oh, we've had a crash.
Oh, it's the bear. Yeah, they'll recover from that. I think that's worse. At worst, that's a bit of tyre damage. Yeah, debris on the track, allegedly. Bearman picked up a penalty for it. Sergeant's in the pit. Is he coming out on wets? That's never hit the point where we needed to be on wets, has it? That would be the point where it would hit the point where you'd go onto wets. I think we're going to pit for inters. I'm not wrong, am I? What does post-share come out on? Yeah, post-share's out on inters. So we go aggressive on... She's losing time back. Let's get on to... Let's just run aggressive.
Now the Alpha Tauri involved here. It's certainly
I mean, points is a success in this race, but I'd really like to get 8th for our targets. Now, all these people have got a pit. Because there's no way they do another 20 laps on those tyres. Oh, fuck off.
Something's happened.
Oh, game, just give me a race.
Really treacherous conditions out there. And there, the cars make contact. An unfortunate moment, yes, but as any driver will know, this is an unforgiving sport.
I just want a race. We're okay, but the tyres, what are the tyres like? Tyres are okay. We might get away with that. Was that whole car part on the track? Yeah, but it wasn't one of ours, so we might get away with that. I assume these people are holding out to go onto wets.
They decide to give it a go.
Because you're definitely not making the end of the race in a 36 tyre.
And yep, it's that.
Oh, give over.
There. Now it's quite wet for those on the track. And the contact between the cars, inevitable. And they'll have to pick themselves up after that.
Oh, game, seriously.
As for the team back at
Somehow we're still all right. Lawson with his 33% fucking tyre. Get out of the way. He basically just fucked us because he slowed everyone down. What are you doing? I mean, at this point, we're just watching him for the pop and stop. I mean, we're going to finish 7th after starting in 19th on a wet track, so I'm not... You know, it could be worse. If we hadn't got stuck behind Lawson there, we could have gone further. But the game did try to screw us twice. Twice the game tried to kill us in accidents. Go on, Lawson, pop your tyres. You know you want to. Pucci fighting for 14th there. Tempted to give her a burst of attack. Come on. At least give me the schadenfreude of crashing. She's not getting a higher position than that, and she shouldn't get a lower one, so... Kikuchi should be able... Yeah, there you go, she's taken Sonoda. Right, come back off of that now. 13th is a good finish for her.
Now we should be able to take a look here. Now the Alpha Tauri involved here. The gap opens up for them.
Like, Sonoda being out of the points is good for us. That annoys me, though. That's Lawson's fault. We could have caught Doohan, I reckon. Computer is cheating bastard. That's bastard, yeah. Basically, Lawson fucked us. And now he's driving around on 19% tyres like a champ. Go on, crash. Crash. Yeah, it doesn't even have the decency to pop. How very dare. Oh, Kikuchi got 12th. Grabbed another place. She overtook Newland, who's also on terrible tyres.
Let's take a closer look. Now this happens down at turn 8. It's there for the taking. Up to 12th and sniffing at those points places.
Damn it, Lawson. Pop. You owe us that much. This is the most anyone's ever watched a Haas in a race. Yeah, definitely join the Discord, people, ahead of what is likely to be their announcement tomorrow about F1 Manager 2024, because we'll chat about it in the F1 campaign channel there. Oh, it doesn't even have the decency to pop. Outrageous. I'll be writing to my MP. %17 tyres. He cost us 18 seconds, chap. 18 seconds. Like, take those 18 seconds out, and we're finishing above Doohan.
Mick Schumacher's drive, definitely worthy of praise today.
He didn't win, did he?
They had to work hard.
Who won? Ugh, Dragovic. And Poshare up there as well. Well, we're clinging on to the driver's lead. Clinging on to the constructor's lead. But we did get our points hit out of the way for changing engines and stuff. So I think overall that was a good race. Like, in the grand scheme of things, finishing 7th when we were starting from 19th in a wet track for the whole race is not bad at all. So, like, I'll take that. And fair play to Kikuchi as well. She came up from 20th to finish 12th. Oh, and Kikuchi's picked up a point. She is flying up the points ratings. Like, if we don't win the title this year, I think she will be in the bracket next season where she starts getting us points. Like, it's easy to forget that she was, what, a 73 when the season started? She's gone up like 4 points. Why is she back on balanced? Pace short runs, I think. Pace short runs. Might need to start putting them on the rope on the wet track training to deal with rope trick. Yes. Yes, vote for this. Vote for this. Give me more gearboxes, ERSs and engines. No. David Brawn. No, we're good, thanks. Okay, so we need any side pods. We're on underfloors and suspension. So underfloors doesn't have any major changes coming. So let's go with 4 and 6. We're into marginal gains on this, so let's just go with that. And suspension, I think, is the same. So we'll go 4, 5. In terms of focus, we can get a bit out of that. Might take some brake cooling. Would be nice. Manufacture. How are we looking on parts? So we've got 5 of those, 4 of those, 4 of those, 3 suspensions. Do need 1 more at least. Those we're building. I think we're all right apart from that. I think we're already building chassis. Yeah, we're good. We're good on manufacture. I don't want to over-manufacture parts, basically. Come on. Damn it! Fuck you, teams. They blocked it again. They did that last time this one came up. That's really annoying. I think that would have benefited us more than them. those in. No, we're not going to get fastest lap. Yeah, we're all right on those. Right, chat, which means next week we get the double whammy of Canada and Monaco before I head off to Vienna, which will be fun.